All right, guys, let's talk about Pacific Rim Black Season 2. So, I recently finished watching Pacific Rim Pacific Rim Tongue Tied Black Season 2. So, first off, I didn't think they had 7 episodes. I thought the show had a little bit, at least more, about 8 episodes per se. Um, it only has 7. Hopefully, you can hear me. They're doing some cutting grass outside, but it was crazy because when I first saw it, I didn't really care for season one, and I did a second look and said it was more enjoyable. Then I rewatched it for this one again too, and I still stay true to that. Um, I will stay true to that. However, though, let's see here. Anywho, so anyway, guys, I'm back. So, like I was saying, I didn't care too much for season one as much, and then when I rewatched, I said, okay, it's pretty cool. Season two, 10 times better. The Sisters of Kaiju, hell of a lot better than what they were dealing with in season one. I do have some minor complaints with it, but overall, as of this recording, and again, I might give it a second look down the road, and it could change, but I doubt it. Season two is an 8 out of 10. Now, I found out too. This is the series finale, so this is I will give a whole review of the whole series entirely, and I will still say as a whole, it's a 7 out of 10. Not a low 7, but like a 7.8, going 9ish. Still enjoyable, but that's my rating for the whole series. But let's talk about season two. Um, the Jaeger fights in here with the kaiju, it was good for the most part. But what kept me was the story, and the story was 10 times better than season one than this one because now there's a story focusing more on with one of the main characters, which we were introduced later on, Boo, the hybrid. Um, because the sisters of Kaiju are consider him the Messiah of Messiahs, and they want to make him pretty much the god of gods and run havoc over Earth with the rest of the Kaiju. Um, and there is pretty much it's the team versus the sister of kaiju that controls all these kaijus by them using some type of instruments of torture or instruments or whatever. I don't know. So, with that being said, I was like, okay, cool. Um, However, the hybrid, Bo, I believe his name, he was taken out early on in the season, so we really don't get too much with him for 3 or 4 episodes. Not taken out like dead, but he was taken out of Commissioner's sickness per se. And then you get to see the characters pretty much interact with one another. One is saying give him up to the sisters so we get the fuck out of here. Other one's like let's use this as leverage so pretty much the sisters won't kill us, and the other one's like he's family. That is you get those three dynamics going and blah 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 blah. There's also a mystery was one of the sisters come to find out one of the sisters is kind of related to one of the characters or two of the characters per se, and that plays a factor too. They finally get to Sydney. This was why the series finale, and it's wrapped up everything from season one into season two. And on that note, I like that. But on the other note, you could tell it felt rushed. Like that's kind of why I was in the. I give it an 8 because it wrapped up everything, and also give it an 8 because the story was better and the characters were a little bit more fleshed out. Hell, I'll be honest with you. The best character in here was the damn AI system. What was it, Lola? She was hell of a lot more developed than the damn sister was. Which even here, she kind of annoyed me. Not as much as season one, but god damn, season one, she was terrible. Season two, not so much, but you see where she's coming from. But in reality, it's like you don't see she's mad at her brother for what her brother had to do. But then her brother's like, "What the fuck you wanted me to do? We're gonna die either way. This works." And in reality, his plan did work because they did exactly what they were going to do. It's whatever, you know. And there's times where that old girl almost had them killed because it's like no. I'm like yo, protect your family of your own blood, like literally. So the half breed and her gonna probably have babies or something. I don't fucking. That's just weird to me. I don't know. Some weird shit. But other than that, I did enjoy it. Um, like I said, when it got to Cindy, because it wrapped up in the last episode, 7-8, Final Approach. When it got to Cindy, it was weird because when they finally got to, and also I want to say this. So there was a drift where they get to imagine Cindy. There was one of the characters get to finally envision how Cindy is, and that scene was pretty much the scene of the final scene. So they reused the animation from that drifting scene to that scene, just changing characters around. I was like, y'all lazy fucks. um, you could tell the budget wasn't as good in here with the fight scene, but I mean it's still well animated. It's just if you're a fan of season one, you're gonna enjoy this one. If you're a fan of certain characters, you will enjoy this one. Um, Story wise, if you like the first one, you'll definitely enjoy this one. But if you want more of the mythos of Pacific Rim and all that, you'll enjoy it. If you weren't a fan of none of the movies, don't watch this shit. If you're a fan of mech anime, do not watch this. You will call it out on certain things. Um, and when I disconnected it from the first film and the second film, it was a better show. Definitely 10 times better. When you connect it to one and two, that's where the show kind of falls because certain things in the first one they didn't do, and certain things in the second one you like they definitely improved because I did it like Black season one. Certain elements they did in season one was 10 times better than what they did in that damn film, even in this one. But the only thing I have to say on it is nothing else. I enjoyed it. Um, like I said, that when it got to Sydney, first of all, let's get into this. I'm not gonna spoil anything because my thing is not to spoil because it's a huge big spoiler. But certain characters that were talked about that were assumed dead does come back, and then it's you. There's one character. It makes sense why that character was gone for so long, but the other one was like, "Huh? You've been there for so long, and you didn't go back and look for this character that was soon to be dead, and the other two characters that you soon to be dead." I'm like, yo, and well, you're not gonna win award of the year. You suck. It's like, oh, I looked for you. I'm like, bro, you've been locked up in this Fort Knox fortress that these damn cottages can't even penetrate. The fuck? I tried. I said, no, bro. But other than that, that's about it. Again, I'm not trying to spoil it. When I do a second look, I probably will. But as of right now, that's about it. Like I said, as a season, 8 out of 10. As a series, 7 point, about to say 7.8 to 9. Not bad, but there's some issues with it. Is it watchable? Yes. Is it rewatchable? Yes. Yes, it is. That's why we'll give it a second look maybe a year from now. So, yeah. As always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a beautiful Johnson day. And I will see you guys in the next video.